Welcome to another live stream of Council Stream. My name is Wayne. I'm here to do a live stream tonight. I hope a lot of people come in tonight so we can have a good stream tonight. It's always good to have more people come in. I hope they do. And I hope a lot of people I know comes in to find out how everybody's doing today. I'm a little late, but I made it. So I'm here. So when you do a live stream on YouTube, you definitely have to be on your toes at every minute. And I'm not just saying that, you know. So we're going to wait and see who comes in, and we're going to see who exactly comes into the stream tonight. And we will find out if I can talk. Hoping I don't start coughing a lot. If I do, then it's going to be a disaster. But I'm not making any excuses. I'm just knowing that I have a cold that I'm trying to get rid of. It is going away slowly, but it's just lagging on. You know what I mean? It's not fun when the cold lags on like this. But anyway, I'm just waiting for see who comes in here and what everyone's going to talk about tonight. Anything's possible what people talk. I'll be right back, folks. Don't go away. Put that up. I'm eating my dinner on here while I'm waiting for people to show up here. Or people show up here tonight because I'm waiting for you. Someday later. She was going to show up here tonight. Yeah, two here. Sorry, folks, I don't eat in front of the camera, so. I don't like eating in front of the camera. Everybody's all right tonight. Hey, Joe. How you doing, Joe? I'm eating my dinner. What's up, Joe? What's going on? I was watching your video last night about doing that farmland. You're putting dirt in some areas. It's kind of interesting video. I was watching it, but the time came. It was late at night, so I had to stop. I watched a lot of it. And I will go over there again and watch some more of it. Unfortunately, I will watch some more. It was interesting. You get 80 views. It takes a lot to get more views on. That's what YouTube is. But you have a good video. I said that to you. Keep up the good work and everything. It was good. So what's going on today, Joe? Keep busy today? I'm going to put this arrow on and finish my dinner. I'll talk to you as I'm eating. I do not want to eat in front of the camera. I'm finishing my dinner now. Not so much. Not so much these days. So want me to show you a new logo I made? It's your logo, but I did something different. Want to see what it looks like now? I've been messing with it. You want to see? I think I got that camera still in here, don't I? Do I still got it in here with me? Maybe I'll go get the camera and show you, all right? Just wait a minute, right now. I'll be right back, all right? Won't be gone long. I'll go get that camera. Show what it looks like. You need something that's gonna push it, okay? This is what you have to do when you have a business, right? For 25 years I've been doing t-shirts, right? And I never was wrong about this, okay? Let me get this camera up here. Okay. Get me up there, you. Come on, computer, what are you doing? You lazy sucker. All right, here's your logo. This is something I was messing with today. This is what I was messing with. This is your logo. This is your logo. And it all looks pretty good. The back, that's for the back. What do you think about that one? Isn't that awesome? What do you think about that one? Wasn't that cool? Get my background screen back on. I want my background screen. What do you think about that, Joe? Give me your honest opinion. What do you think? Is that something? Well, I mess around with logos. I'm not doing anything. I worked out today, trying to lose some weight. Got a 30-minute workout today. So what do you think about that logo? Isn't that something? You have to make it pop, for people. It's like a calling card, it's a calling card when you go to a customer's house and they don't see a shirt on you, if they see a shirt on you, they'll hire you and you get more customers. That's like having a business card, but more presentable to the customer. And that's what I do for 25 years, just to help other people out to get, I'm just showing you, I'm just messing around. I had nothing to do, so I figured to goof around with the logo and make it work more. I just wanted your opinion about it. What you think? So what did you do today, Joe? What kind of work did you do? Do some more. Did you do heavy equipment day, or did you make another video of it today? Let me know if you made another video. I don't know if you made a live stream or a video. Let me know on here. If you did, I'll watch it later. So I like supporting people's channels. So you worked today, so I figured I was working on that last night. I wasn't working on it today. I was doing workouts today, doing exercising today. That's what I did. Nothing else going on. Hope more people come in. Join me on this live random chat custom screen printing tonight on my YouTube channel. And I like messing around with it, something. So I figured to, put some artistic kind of graphics in it. I just want your honest opinion, Joe. What do you think when you come? I hope you're still here. Hope you didn't leave. I was fixing my fan today up here. I finally fixed it. Now it's working again. My fan up in the light up there. I took it apart and fixed it. I bought some glue at Harbor Freight and pasted one of the broken blades together and glued the hell out of it. Now it's gonna come out. So did you make any videos of your job today, Joe? Or did you? Let me know. Let me know before I start choking again. Let me know. Oh man, jeez. Oh man, I'm not gonna be able to talk tonight. Oh, this is horrible. So It's doing nothing in these days. Nothing really interesting. And I see you know my friend Randy, huh? I see you know my friend Randy there, Joe. I see that. I was watching your video and I seen his name on your replay of the live stream. That was an old video, but I know you know Randy, the truck driver. I didn't know you knew him. Hope you're still here. Well, it was interesting your video when you were doing all that construction work on that farm. I think it was a farm, wasn't it? Or you were laying dirt in the farm and flattening it out. I guess I think that's what you were doing. So I only watched the construction video, so and it was all heavy equipment going on, and it was kind of really interesting. I like that kind of stuff, though. I know a friend that used to run a construction business years ago, and kind of cool. Hope more people come into the custom screen print and random chat and everything, so we can have more people in here tonight. I want to have more people. The more people I'll have in here, the more I'll have more of a live stream, a longer one. But it all depends on you that comes in here and comes in and joins the stream. We have a guy in here as a contract. His name's Joe. He has a new image landscaping and tree service and everything. It's good to see friends in here. He has an awesome channel on YouTube. And nothing like watching a construction company cutting trees or doing some work on the field. It's always good to see that, showing people are busy. So, but anyway, I'm just the typical YouTube guy. Just have a random chat right now. Nothing going on here, you know. So I'll be back. I'm gonna put my other webcam studio and put this back in the bathroom. I'll be back in a minute. I'll put my avatar on. Do something anyway. Okay, there I am. Ah, man. Well, we're back again. Nothing's really going on with me these days. So, hope more people come in. I don't know if Joe's still here or not. He hasn't talked at all afterwards. I don't know where he did, where he went, but hope he's still here. I don't like losing my friends on YouTube. It's always good to see him in here. Well, we're gonna hopefully go for a long stream tonight. Hopefully more people will come in and join me. I shared myself out, so so I'm just going to wait and see how many people come in tonight, so we can have a live stream and enjoy our live stream. So we can actually have a good old live stream. So I worked on my fan above my head today, and I worked on it and fixed the blade on it, glued it, and now it's working fine. So if it gets warm in this room, I can cool it down with this fan above my head, where I actually wired it up and built it myself, so I can actually have the room stay cool like that, and when it gets warm out. Um, yeah, today I was going somewhere. I think I was where was I yesterday? Today, where was I going today? Um, where was I going? I went somewhere, didn't I? Um, going somewhere today. Where was I going? Oh yeah, I was going to Harbor. We went to Harbor Freight earlier, and um, and I ran into this old veteran guy, and I thanked him for his service, how many years he been in the military, and he appreciated it. And I told him what I did on my YouTube channel, and he was very happy to hear that. I said, "Hey, I do it for everybody that is in the military. I support the military by playing the national anthem, showing I support the troops, the love of my country, and that's why I do it. It ain't political. It's nothing to do with politics, folks. It's the love of the USA. It's not anything to do with politics. Okay, politics is not in this channel. I don't talk that. And I don't want to talk politics, but I just like to play the national anthem, and I just like doing it for my own pleasure because I really enjoy doing that for the troops. So so I'm hoping the stream picks up tonight. This is getting ridiculous. I don't know where everybody went to. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. This stream is not getting in. I don't even see anybody in here now. I thought that because that tree guy was in here, I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he got busy. I don't know what's going on with everybody tonight. But I'm trying to get a stream. I hope everyone is. I hope more people come in tonight. I hope I don't have a lousy stream like this tonight. This is ridiculous, people, and nobody's talking about me. It's like being on Twitch. It's like being on Twitch. You have to learn to talk to yourself to get people to listen. Jesus. Well, I'm just going to continue to hopefully improve this channel. I guess he left. It's not here no more. That's weird. But only one up here again. That's weird. I don't know. I don't know. But today was a slow day today. And there was nothing going on. Just nothing whatsoever going on. It's one of those days, I guess. It's one of those days that have been slow today. And just things are going slow today. Every day's a slow day for me, though. Okay. So trying to figure out what's going on. Just waiting for more people to come in. I was waiting for more people to come in, I guess. So I got my email until people all come in and stay in the stream. And it's hard. So hope more people come in tonight. Hope more people come in. To make the stream more interesting, I need more people in here. So oh, you too there, 21. Hey, Dave. Did have the contractor in here, but I don't know what happened to him. Guess he didn't say goodbye. He just disappeared. It's just funny that the day has been very quiet today. Nothing going on today. But it's typical for a Thursday morning and afternoon and night. It's not bad, It's just one thing after another, That but I fixed my fan anyway. I fixed that all right. I fixed my fan, so now I can run the fan if I need it, if it gets warm in this room. I can do that. It'll be fun. So well, I am going. That fan goes real fast now. They weren't making that noise earlier. How to start like acting a tiger heli? Stupid fan. Now there's one up there now, not two. What the heck is going on there? Where's everybody? Why is everybody disappearing off here tonight? It's weird. Weird. I don't understand what's the matter with these people on here. Where's everybody tonight? Seems to me when I go live, a lot of people don't show up over here anymore. What the heck is going on with this crazy YouTube with our audience? Not all the time, but sometimes it does happen that way, and I don't understand why. It's just strange. It's kind of strange. It's kind of strange. And you weren't acting like that earlier, stupid fan. Now you're acting like. Anyway, we're gonna try to go an hour tonight, an hour stream, and that's it. And I don't know if Joe's still in here. I don't think he is. I think he left. I think he left the channel. I don't know why, but I don't know. I have no idea why. But to each his own. But typical style Thursday night live stream. I'm just trying to walk around. Understanding people. Wants that logo on that and go see a t-shirt guy. So I do it, it'd be fun. You want to keep yourself busy up and go up. That's better. This is what I usually wear on my live stream. I'm just hoping more people come in tonight. Join me on my live stream. I hope more people come in. And don't hey John Paul, nice to see you here. Nice to see you here. Nothing going on today. Everything's been quiet. Been quiet as usual. Hopefully more people come in here tonight. Instead of being so quiet in here. It's unbelievable. So quiet in here, and I don't know where everybody is. Keep getting big numbers up there and they drop. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Nice weather over here today. How's your weather over where you are, John? Did you have some good weather over where you are? Let me know. Let me know if you have good weather where you are. I guess you're the only one here now, John. I don't know where everybody is. I don't know why everybody's disappearing tonight. Where is everybody disappearing to? It's a crazy night. This is. I don't understand this. I have 3 people in here. Now it's down to 2. Was it going down to 1 again? This is driving me up the wall and driving me nuts. Some people come in, they disappear, they don't say goodbye. I don't know what the heck's the matter with everybody. They just get up and leave, not say anything. That's weird. Let's see what a night I'm having. It's getting very frustrated. I don't know, man. This night's being weird. I don't know. Whoever was in here, still in here, or did you leave? Well, where is everybody tonight? Where's everybody that came in here earlier? Would you go to? If you're still here, which I don't think you are. I don't know where everybody's going tonight or what people doing, but it's confusing the hell out of me on here. I don't understand what's going on with everybody tonight. I wish everybody will, if they come into my stream, please stay. Don't run off. Because I don't know where everybody is. I don't know anything about where anybody is right now. I had a lot of people in here early when it started. And then all of a sudden they disappeared and they left. Didn't say a word. It's aggravating the hell out of me. I'm telling you. Don't make sense about YouTube. I don't know. I don't know where everybody is, but now it's down to 1 again. This is getting ridiculous. This is pissing me off. It really is. What the hell is going on here, everybody tonight? 1 minute you have 3 up there, and it drops down to 1 again. What the hell is going on? Where is everybody in the chat? All of a sudden you all were in here, and then all of a sudden you're not here. This is the kind of stream it's going to be tonight. Up and down, up and down, up and down. This is crazy. Weird. This don't make any sense tonight. I don't know. People come in, they say, hi all, and then I don't hear nothing from you, John. Then someone else comes in, talks to me for a few minutes, and he takes off. The other one comes in, they come in, hello, and that's it. What kind of stream is this tonight? This stream sucks. What the hell is the matter with everybody? I need the damn mods in here. What the hell is everybody pulling shit tonight for? What's the matter with everybody? Let's keep up. I'll shut the stream down and leave. Getting me ticked off right now. Jesus. I don't know. So I like to have a good stream that people come in and chatting, but keep people come in and they take off and don't say a word. I'm saying, what the hell am I doing on here tonight then for? What the hell am I doing on here at all? This is getting really boring. Everybody can't get their head on straight as well, but everybody seems to be confused about what channel they want to go to. 1 minute they're in here saying hello, and next minute they're gone, and so it makes sense. So it makes any sense to me at all. This is weird as hell. Weird as shit. I'm just going to stay on here for an hour and quit tonight. I'm going to shut this down until the hour comes. This stream is stupid, right? This stream is stupid. This whole thing is boring shit. I don't know. I don't know. Sitting for an hour, and that's it. The stream's going off in an hour. Some nights are boring, some nights, and this is one of them. This night is very boring on my stream. I don't know. It goes one again, two. Now it's one again. Maybe have 1 hour. Get over it. Start. Hope an hour comes soon and shut it down. I don't want to shut it down now. It's not an hour yet. This is important. I don't know if people are having signal issues or what. I don't know what's going on, but it's crazy, you know. Last week, I've been having a lot of trouble with my stream and I was knocked off, but now it ain't doing it. And now all of a sudden people are dropping off like, you know, they can't make up their mind where they want to go or where they want to be on. So I guess this night's going to be a bore tonight. I don't know. Hell was mad with these people. Getting sick of this crap. What the hell is going on with all these people on here coming in and they'll take off? What the hell is the matter with everybody on here? What is wrong with everybody? I'm waiting for an hour and I'm getting off here. I'm bored to death right now. I'm totally bored to death right now. Can't believe this. This is ridiculous. People, when you're talking, all of a sudden they disappear and not come back. I don't know if it's a signal issue, is there a problem with its phones or computers or what? I don't know. But it's not doing very well with me right now. When no mods are in here, you get people wrenches and they don't stay in the stream. It's crazy. Now it's going up to, I think it's YouTube doing this. Because all of a sudden now it's going up to 4. It was down to 1. Now it's going down up to 2. Now to 4. What is going on here? This night is crazy. This YouTube is playing me, right? I think it's YouTube playing games. Something's wrong here. I don't know. I hope there's more people coming in. It'll be good. This is a crazy stream tonight. 1 minute is 1. Now it's up to 4 again. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. Hopes 4 people are going to come in. It'll be nice to see everybody. But it's going to drop down to 1 again. It's been up and down all night. I don't know if it's YouTube having problems or restream or what is it. I don't know what the heck is going on. This is confusing. Well, 1 minute I have 4 of them, now it's dropping down to 3. I don't know if this channel is lagging or what. The 4 thumbs up, I think, for the 4 thumbs up. Now it's down to 3. It's weird. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting confused myself tonight. I'm just waiting for an hour to come. I'm shutting this down. I'm not going on this anymore. I'm done for the night. I'm not coming back to watch any videos tonight, John. It's too bad right now. Too upset right now about this crap. Now it's down to 2 again, dropping. I think it's YouTube. I think YouTube is doing this. It's got to be YouTube. YouTube and Google, leave my freaking channel alone if I slap both of you. Would you let people come in here instead of kicking people out? Dave, he's gone. He left a long time ago. I have 4 in here and it drops down to 2. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if the stream's having trouble or YouTube is messing around. I don't know what the hell is going on. Getting really aggravating. Can't wait for an hour to come and get the hell off of here. I'm sick of this. This is driving me nuts. The stream is driving me crazy. I just don't feel like a host tonight. Well, wait for an hour to come and get off of here. Watch my TV shows. Be better than sitting on here right now. Keeps dropping numbers up to 4, down to 1, up to 2, then up to 3, down to 1. People can't make up their mind what they're doing tonight. I don't know if it's them or it's YouTube doing this. I have no damn clue. Well, I'll wait for an hour to come. I'm getting the hell off of here tonight. This is driving me up the wall. Driving me crazy, this YouTube channel. I don't know what's going on here. 1 minute I have a lot of people in here one night. Next minute I have less people. Hey, Ashley, at least you're here. Nothing much going on. I keep getting people coming in and then they vanish. I don't know if they lost signal of their devices or I don't know what's going on here. Okay, yeah, so be safe on the road. But it's crazy, you know, people come in and all of a sudden they're gone. Weird night. Very weird night. a very weird night. But let's see how long we're going to go on here tonight. Well, anyway, we're here for now. Had fun working out today for 30 minutes today. It was fun. I'm just crazy day. Well, it's a slow night, slow stream tonight. I think so. I think something's going on with YouTube or Restream because it keeps going up and down the numbers. It's kind of weird. And when it does that, it drives me up the tree. Makes you want to climb a tree like an ape. Doesn't make any sense to me, folks. But YouTube don't make any sense anyway. But I like talking with people, but when people just vanish out of the stream, you wonder, are they busy or just having signal trouble with their phones or whatever they're using? I don't know. It's kind of weird. But I don't know. But this stream has been weird tonight. I appreciate people coming in here, talking to me, but I wish it'd stay in here. I'm just, now it's 1 hour. Finally made it 1 hour. This stream was not good at all tonight. That was boring. Very, very boring. Very boring. I just try to hope that before this is over, more people will come in. But I'm not going to hold my breath for this stream tonight. This stream has been driving me crazy ever since I came on. I don't know, something wrong with this Restream or YouTube or what they're doing. I don't know. They always seem to pick on my channel, not anybody else's. I'm getting tired of this. But I'm just trying to focus tonight on what's important. But now I know what is important. What am I actually doing on here tonight? Just started the subject. You did? What's the subject? How to be bored on your own stream? Is that what the subject is? How to be bored out of your mind on your own channel? Like I am tonight. So what's the subject, John Paul? Is that the subject I just said? Me started subject, how to be bored on your own live stream on a Thursday evening random chat. Why I say that is because 1 minute I had 4 people in here. Next minute I had 1 person in here. Then it went back up to 3, down to 2, down to 1. Up to 4 again, down to 3, down to 1. That is boring. That's my subject. How to be bored on your own channel on a Thursday evening live stream on YouTube. Hi there, Tasha. How you doing? At least someone's coming in here. This night's horrible. 1 minute I had like 4 people up there, and then suddenly I was dropping down to 1, going back up to 2, dropping down to 1, and then both by green screen. By green screen, the GP stupid you trying to restart the what's new. It goes with the night. When I had the stream yet, I never had that problem with this. I don't know. Some nights on YouTube can be pretty boring. Tonight is one of them. Right, give me my green screen back. Talk about travels or something? Really? Let's put it this way. I went somewhere today, right? And I ran into this old veteran, all right? This guy that served the war, okay? And I ran into him, I told him, thank you for your service. Not many people are doing that these days. So I told him I have a national anthem on my channel to represent the troops. He was excited about it, okay? Now, when things get really, sometimes YouTube channels can get really slow. I don't know if it's a signal of YouTube server. I don't know what's going on. But sometimes the stream, like one night I was on here, and I got kicked off. You remember that? I got kicked off my own channel, and I didn't know why. So I had to try to start it again. It was horrible that night. It was weird. Okay. So whenever you do a live stream, you ain't gonna know what goes on. It just happens. So you don't know what's gonna happen on your stream. Some nights it can be interesting. We have a lot of people in here chatting about different things. This is a random chat tonight. I don't know but I got so confused tonight And I was in here sitting in here having these numbers drop left and right. I didn't know what the hell was going on. And so if you get confused as I am right now, you gotta wonder, what does people want to talk about? Let me know. Let me know. Maybe we'll talk about Ashley's house or something. I don't know. Maybe something interesting. Someone has to start a subject up tonight. Because right now, this house is bored half to death. So it's just a matter of time. Trying to get rid of this cold. It's going away slowly. Sometimes I can talk for a while and then start acting up again. So seven up in the eye, that's nice. At least you get it up to 7. Hope it stays that way tonight. It's good to see everybody in here. Good to see Ashley and Tasha. Where's Jonathan tonight there, Tasha? Where's your husband? Where is he? Where's good old Jonathan tonight? Where's he hiding? Where's Mr. Jonathan hiding tonight? We have to have Jonathan here if he has his wife in here. Where's Mr. Jonathan tonight? Hey, Jonathan, where are you? Where are you hiding? I don't know what's for dinner, Ashley. What are you going to have for dinner tonight, Ashley? What are you going to have tonight? Miss Ashley Brady. Oh, okay. That sounds good, Tasha. Now, how about Ashley? What about you, Ashley? Oh, wow. Now I'm waiting for your answer, Ashley. What you going to have for dinner tonight? Oh, okay. Still driving. Do you ever get that cabinet fixed, Ashley? Okay. You ever get that cabinet fixed in your kitchen? Or do they still not fix it? Okay. What's the question? So I have some YouTube friends. I've been following them a bit, and they met up with a longtime family friend who got wasted. What the heck? Want me give you the link? Let me know when you get in the house. Ask me, I'll give it to you. Also, when it's too much too tight. All right, when you get in your house, I'll let you have the link. You can't have it when you're driving. But just YouTube channel tonight, it was kind of weird. But the signal was all right now. It's 6 in there, one dropped down. I don't know who the hell that was. Maybe someone was working and wanted to listen. I don't know. I don't know. They don't want to come in, but they want to listen. Sorry, let them listen. Whatever rocked your boat, bud, whoever you are. There's nothing to hide in this channel, believe me. You might learn something, though. Not, we don't talk to other people in here, but you might learn something how to be a better YouTuber. If you watch this channel, there's no drama in there. Sorry to disappoint you. There's no drama in there. Not going to be. Just let me know when you get in the house and I'll give you the link. So anyway, I'm trying to get rid of this cold I have. It's really lingering on, but it's getting better. But boy, what a cold this was this year. I didn't get sick that much. Yeah, I got a cold and it really knocked me into a loop. And sometimes I couldn't stay on the live stream because I'll start choking. That's why I have my water here. They wet my throat a little bit. Okay, hold on. Here you go, Ashley. Okay, now. And then there's 6 people up there. I don't know who the 6 people are. One of them has to be a troll. Watch. Put the link in and someone will sneak up here and say something to me nasty. So I'm a liar or something. I don't know. All right, let me get you up. Let's get this link out of here.
What's up, Wayne?
Oh, not so much. Just being bored with my channel tonight.
I just saw a stray dog go by. He had a harness on him. He was a big boy, and there's a busy road, but I can't go after him because I don't know if he's nice. He looks like a lab Great Dane mix, but I don't want him to get hit.
I wouldn't get near him. He could bite.
I don't know if he bites. He's somebody's dog. It makes me crazy. I understand, like, accidents happen, but now I feel bad. He's trotting down the dang road, and my dog got hit when I was pregnant because he snuck out behind me when I was opening up the front door. Jeez, it drives me nuts.
What happened now? You said what's going on? What'd you say now earlier? You said something.
Okay, so my question, I need some advice. So I'm not going to drop names, but there's a channel that I've been following. And I don't know these people personally, but I've made a connection. You know, like I don't know you personally, but I know you personally. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So they all went out, and the guy brought a friend that he's known since she was 5. So it's his sister's childhood friend. So it's his childhood friend, and it's like she's like a sister to him. Well, he has his girlfriend with him, and they're all out at a bar, and she has way too much to drink. Well, she falls and hits her head on like a sign, like a steel sign. Not so where they live, it's different. It's kind of like, you know, like when you're on a road and there's like the steel bars so you don't go off into like a ditch or whatever.
Yeah.
A guardrail. So it's like a guardrail and a sign. So she falls down and she hits her face. So they walk back to this person's house, and she's just belligerent. She's fighting. She's trying to take the guy's phone. He's trying to stream. Well, she's just cussing and whatever. So they get back to the place, and she accuses her buddy, the girlfriend, of hitting her in the face. And he's like, whoa, 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 let me just make this clear. You need to pay attention. Like, nobody hit you. You fell down. You're drunk. You fell down.
Yeah.
So she starts crying. Well, then she starts to wrestle with him again, and the live stream ends. So then he goes live a little bit later, and she takes her dress off, and she's in her bra and panties, and she's trying to hit on the guy who's her childhood friend. And the girlfriend's there through all of this, and he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And the girlfriend's like, I want to end the live. You said, you asked my opinion, and the live is still going, which hats off to her. You know, this girl's going to be embarrassed the next day. She doesn't know what's going on. She didn't even know she fell down. She thought that this other girl hit her. So he finally ends the stream. Well, then I'm driving home. I didn't know you were live, and I went back to a live I was watching earlier because this other person's live, and this guy is talking about the girl that's drunk, calling her, I'm going to just say it, a whore, and she needs to get effed like a real whore, blah, blah, blah. So my question is, do I go back? Not that because it's not my business. Do I go back and say to the girlfriend, hey, I'm genuinely concerned. I know that this girl's going to be embarrassed tomorrow because she wasn't like that when she was sober. And I'm not going to drop names, but there are
Let me ask
people.
you a question. You think, do you like to, do you ever realize that if you got into something you might regret? You know,
Well, that's the thing. At the end of the day, it's just the internet, and
I
it
gotta mute
doesn't.
my mic.
I'm sorry.
Got music outside. Some jerk is playing his music too loud.
Oh. At the end of the day, other people's lives don't affect me. I'm genuinely kind of just concerned, and I wanted to make sure that, one, because I'm friends with the guy's girlfriend, she was okay, and two, that the other girl sobered up. I was just going to say, hey, I just wanted to make sure that you were okay after
Sure.
what had happened, but I'm not going to give names, but I just want you to know, even though it's the internet, there are people talking not so nicely about this long-term friend of your boyfriend's. And I don't do drama. I don't want to get involved, but
That's
at the
why I
same,
wouldn't.
because it's sad to hear another person bashing this woman who clearly isn't in the right state of mind. She had way too much, which is, that's on her. She's an adult.
Do you remember years ago when I was on my YouTube channel and I had to get into something with someone and I was really sorry I did it? Remember that?
Maybe.
And I'll never do that again. I learned my lesson from that. I'll never get into a confrontation again. That was awful. That made me so mad that I was swearing at everybody. You remember that? I was going off at everybody. And and then suddenly I realized that, after all that time, I don't stick my nose in anyone's business again.
No, you're right. You're right. Well, and that's the thing. I just genuinely wanted to reach out of concern
Hmm.
more than anything.
That's what I did too one time,
But
way back.
but yeah, they're all adults, and people make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Like, I grew up with it my whole life with my family, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so basically, just leave it be. So basically, what I did, because I don't like the negative talk. Like, if you don't have anything nice to say, shut your effing mouth.
Yeah.
I left the chat because I couldn't hear the bashing and the negativity. But
Yeah.
it's like, I feel bad at the same time, for both of these guys, the girlfriend and the guy, and again, they're adults, it's their life, but they both have professional careers.
Do they
And you know,
know? Do they know this other guy did that?
no. And I wasn't going to say
Oh
who was
boy,
saying it. I'm
they'll
not
find
doing
out.
I'm not doing the he said she said, and you're right, it's the internet. And I'm sure somebody else will go back. But I was just genuinely concerned because I'm sure for the girlfriend, for the friend to do that to her boyfriend and try to like make the move on him, you know, I guess
Okay.
maybe I'll just ask if she's okay.
Hmm.
Because I don't do the he said she said. I'm not reporting back, that's you, everybody's adults.
Mhm.
I just
Uh,
I just wanted to know if I should reach out and be like, "Hey, are you okay?" I guess I'll
Well,
leave the part out people are talking.
I, from my perspective, what I went through one time, I would never do that again. I did that to someone, and I got into a confrontation with someone, and it got out of hand, and I said, "Hell with this." Remember that? I don't know if you remember that.
Probably. I
And
think I do. I think I vaguely remember. I think we might have talked about it a little. I believe so, yeah.
that's what can happen if you stick your neck out and something could come after you and say,
Right.
ask your name, and then you have a lot of more problems to deal with.
Right. And I don't want that. I'm just genuinely
YouTube is a pain in the ass.
I was just genuinely worried for all of the parties. So I didn't know if I would be overstepping by
I
reaching out
I
because
think
again,
it would.
it's just to some people like okay, we modded you, like we talk back and forth to you, we like each other's pictures and stuff on Instagram.
I would let it go if it was me. She said. Tasha said.
I would let
And
it go if it was me, and he shouldn't have went live again knowing how drunk she was. Don't Doesn't make her look good. Exactly. And that's why the girlfriend was like, I asked you to end it and you didn't, and she went on and clicked it off. I just don't know if I should reach out and just be like, are you okay? I mean, I know nobody's dying tonight.
But you know what I think is going to happen because all this stuff started is going
Hmm.
to get worse. It's going to get worse because I know YouTube. That guy
Yeah.
will find out, and there'll be a lot of mess, and there'll be a lot of shit going on. And I'm
Yeah.
glad I'm
And
not in the middle.
right. I don't want that. That's why like I corrected the person that was talking crap and they disagreed with my opinion. I was like, she was drunk. She's probably going to be embarrassed when she sobers up. You shouldn't be saying that. Whatever. He just shrugged it off. I said my piece. I wasn't going to make a scene in there either. It wasn't my live, but like I just don't know if I should just ask if she's okay.
Tasha said I would let it go. She said, oh, excuse me, I would let it go because
Ugh.
Tasha would know what was going to happen.
Yeah, no, and that's why I came up here to ask because I'm not good. Like I'm an empath. I'm not good at that stuff. I don't like I said. I removed myself. I don't like the drama. So when he was popping off at the mouth, I just simply left the live because I don't want to hear the bashing.
Hmm.
But I was just genuinely curious for her sake because she's a sweetheart. Well,
Well,
then I'll just let it go. And basic if she ever wants to reach out, she knows how to get a hold of me. I guess that's the point. Like if it came to that, then she could reach out.
mhm. That's awful though.
Oh, it was terrible because they were talking about her like she was an object, and like it's like she was not in the right mind frame, and they knew that watching the live because she accused the girl of hitting her and she clearly fell down herself. But when you're in an altered mind state, regardless whether the friend is a woman or a guy to the girlfriend or the boyfriend,
Hmm.
they can't be insecure within the relationship either. No, and honestly, she's a strong, independent, very successful woman. She just paid for a huge trip for the two of them for her boyfriend's birthday. I don't think she was like threatened or insecure. I don't know. Like I said, I'm empathic, and I'm
God,
sure
it
she was.
sounds like a mess to me. It sounds like it's pretty
It
messy.
was, it was, and it was hard to watch. And I'm glad, like I said, he only went live for a few minutes, and she stopped the stream because it's like somebody was in control of the situation, which,
I hope they
okay,
took
if
the video down though. I hope they didn't leave it up there because that could cause the
no,
attention.
they took it down, thankfully, because at first it was up. Because I went to click on it thinking, all right, my YouTube lags, and this was earlier on in the day. So I'm thinking, okay, this person's live. I think it was like, I don't know, 3 something my time, 4ish. And when I clicked on it, it was a replay. And I saw that and I was like, oh my gosh, like I feel bad for her because she's going to be embarrassed, when she sobers up and realizes, like, it, she just, they were feeding her drinks left and right. And some people, like, you can't, like, heavy stuff. I can handle, like, I'm a 2 beer queer these days, you know? So
I
to
hope
be
they took the video down, didn't keep it in his channel, did he? Did he take it down?
Exactly, Tasha. And thank goodness. And like I said, he was saying he was going to end it, but he hadn't yet because then the friend started to make a move on him. So then the girlfriend interjected and intervened. But it was up for a bit. And I was like thinking, like, oh, geez, like, but once it's on the internet, it's like people clip it and they've seen what they've seen. And it's just, I just feel bad for everybody. So I just didn't know if I should have reached out to her. But you're right. Let it be. If she feels some type of way, she knows how to get a hold of me. That's why because sometimes I doubt myself, in my judgments, and I don't want to be that person that doesn't care. So I appreciate you guys. That's why I wanted to come up here and get your guys' perspective.
So how is your neighborhood doing? And how's the house? It's out. Did you get the cabinet put back up?
No, I'm off tomorrow. I have to call. The plumbing is good. They were here for like 2 hours.
Okay.
Sounded like retards the whole time. What? I don't know where the snake goes, if it's going up or down, and I wish I had this and that, and I don't know why it won't unclog and blah blah blah. And I'm thinking, because you're not an effing plumber. But after 2 hours, well, first of all, they told me, I'm telling you, I'm 6 feet above ground, so that's all that matters. I contacted them and I sent them a message because, okay, so Nate texted them Monday. I wanted to know a time. I had to work at 12:30. So I told Nate, you need to text them because they never text me back. I need to know a time because I have dogs and I have to work today when they're going to come out here. They texted Nate back and said, we're not coming today. You have an appointment between 10 and 12 tomorrow. I said, oh, hell no. Hell no. Today, we were told you guys are supposed to come. I haven't showered in over a week. I've had to go piss outside in my yard. I can't do laundry. I can't bathe. I can't flush my toilet. This is unacceptable. I said, I suggest, I know who owns this house. I looked it up on the auditor, Lorain County auditor website. I know who purchased the house in 2023. I know who sold the house. I said, you better have somebody out here today or I'm calling the health department.
Good
Oh,
for
okay, ma'am. Okay. And I gotta make all the calls because Nate's just a sweetheart. I'm like, this is unacceptable. I have a kid. I have animals. Like, I had to go to my sister's house to shower and do laundry. I have a kid. This is unacceptable. I was like, this is poop, fecal matter, sewage on my
Yeah.
floors, unsanitary.
Jesus.
Okay. No. Oh, it's confirmed. They'll be there today.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. All right, Tasha. Thank you. Yeah. See, and that's where I'm a very blunt person. And like, I'm going to come to you and I'm going to be like, hey, but I know sometimes I shouldn't do that. And like, my way of thinking is different from the rest of the world. I get it from my grandpa, curse him, rest in peace. But that's how he was. And he didn't care. So, he was just like cutthroat right to the chase. So thank you, Tasha. That's why I figured somebody in the chat, and like you said too, Wayne, on panel, would say, hey, no, leave it. Like, leave it. Just let it be.
I
Now,
learned that lesson a long time ago.
yeah. And I mean, like, if let's just say this person were getting beat up on stream, I would try to contact, authorities. That's a little different because that's like endangerment. That's a situation where you call in and you're like, hey, this is the person's live. You could this is their name. Like, can you do like a wellness check? That's a little different. But yeah, I don't like the hoopla. I just was genuinely concerned for
Mhm.
both of the ladies. But you guys are right, and that's why I wanted a second opinion. Because, like I said, sometimes I don't think the clearest. But anyways, so she was like, "Oh no, no, ma'am, no, we don't want that. Oh my gosh, so sorry. Like, oh, that's awful." When I
Let me
was
tell you a
saying like,
little story about that, right? If that was me and I was in a situation like that,
uh-huh.
oh, I'd be swearing at him, telling you, son of a bitch. You made me go through all that time, not be able to bathe and shower, and said, you get your asses over here right now, pronto. That's the way I am. I'm
Well,
very upfront. I'll tell them, right? Full barrel, right
and
to
I
it.
and I did. I did. I made my threats. And like the whole thing with the cabinet, I'm not going to get compensated for that. They'll tell me I need renter's insurance, which that's my fault. I had a million things going on at once. I had to be out. I was trying to be courteous of the situation because where I was, they were trying to move back in because their sister had a hysterectomy because she has um ovarian cancer and she just lost
Uh-huh.
her husband, and her medical in Florida, they don't have, I don't know what it's for seniors, Medicaid or Medicare. I always mix the two up. But she couldn't afford her medical bills for cancer treatments because they don't offer that in Florida. So they were moving her up here, and he had to gut the carpeting, the floors, get appliances. Like, he had to do a bunch of stuff, and she's got to be out of where she is in Florida by June. So sooner the better. I was trying to be courteous, like,
Mm.
okay, I'll find a place ASAP. Shut up, Jonathan. Shitting in the front yard. I didn't have to poop in the yard, but I did piss.
That's
Oh my god,
Jonathan. I'm telling you, you're funny, Jonathan. Come up with
he
some
is.
stuff.
He's a hoot. Him and Tops are a hoot.
I
Friggin'
wonder where you were.
smart asses.
The famous asshole on YouTube. Welcome.
Y'all crack me up. But no, I've been busy, so I have to call. And they're not, like I said, they're not gonna reimburse
That's
me
a
for
hell
that.
of a way of doing. They'll have to go through all that stuff, all that time without bathing, showering, and all that
Dude,
stuff.
it was, let me tell you, the things that we take for granted in this world: a walk, a shower,
I know.
air conditioning, heat, a roof. So in Mexico, there are people that don't even have roofs on their homes. Indoor plumbing, like, to us, that's just a basic
Who had
necessity.
the house before then? Who owned it before then?
Um, she was an older black lady, I guess. This is what the cable guy told me. Her name was Thelma Cook, which I'm not gonna dox her because that was just her name. But she sold I don't know when she purchased the home, but she sold the home in 2023.
Mhm.
And then the leasing agent said that the house had been sitting for 2025, so 2 years. So these jackasses flipped it, and you can tell they bought like refurbished appliance. Either these were the original appliances that the lady owned, or they bought refurbished crap. Which, whatever, it works. But the guy who installed the cabinets didn't even anchor them into the studs. And the whole time I'm gonna pass out. Fuck, use like an opera passing out. You get a car and you get a car. Oh my god. So, well, I mean, the first issue I had was the water getting shut off. And I don't know where this comes from, man. Like, I believe in karma, and like, I give money to people all the time. Like, hey, you should get a job, but you don't have one, but I'm giving you money for groceries and
Oh,
stuff like that
he says,
because it's better to give than receive. Oh, Oprah. Oprah. Oprah.
Jonathan, I'm telling you, guy's crazy.
So, yeah, I got to call him tomorrow, but the biggest issue was the shitting thing and the
Oh,
showering.
that must have been gross, stinky gross.
Well, luckily when we did have to go, it would eventually drain on its own. I couldn't do dishes or anything, or it would flood the tub all the way up, and it was poopy brown
Ew,
water, man.
ew.
And the guys, hats off to the guys too. They took the 2 hours and they even cleaned it. It smelled super nice. They cleaned the floor, they cleaned the toilet, and they're like, "We're sorry, we don't have like scrubbies. You might have to go over the tub a little bit." There was like one little spot in the tub. And I mean, they really did a good job. They did awesome. And
That's good.
my friend from work was like,
You know,
well, you should be telling them this and that. I'm like, they're just the middlemen. They're just maintenance. Like they're just doing their job. I can't get mad at them, and I can't get mad at the people answering the phone. But somebody needs to make something happen because I'm not living like this. I pay way too much to live like a freaking, go out back and dig yourself an outhouse
I know
type.
it's stupid. You rented a
Yeah, but
house.
you know what? It could be worse. It could be worse.
Oh man.
It's just annoying when you pay that much. And I could own my own house, and if I owned my own house and went through these problems, I'd have no problem paying out of pocket. Because I called the plumber and I was like, "Can I like have you guys come out?" Because I called on Saturday. I called the
Mm.
emergency line, called them 3 times,
Now could they get
nothing.
connected to a
Left
hold on.
left a voicemail, never got a call back. And so then I called Roto Rooter and I was like, "Can I hire you guys and you can bill them?" And they're like, "No." So I just toughed it out. I mean, the worst part, Maddie got to shower, but like after Maddie showered, nobody else could shower because the tub filled up.
Oh my God.
And then they came out Friday, said they needed approval, didn't get the approval, said they'd be here Monday. So Saturday, of course, that's when the sewage just went out of the tub, out of the toilet, all over the
Ooh.
floor. I called, nothing. I even investigated who bought the house, and it's an LLC. So it's like a company with a bunch of owners, and I
Privately
called.
owned. It's a LLC means you're privately owned by. I know someone that had a company like that.
Yeah,
Privately owned by one person. By
yes, but
himself.
yeah, but there's multiple of that name. They're the Garber brothers. So
Yeah,
there's
but if that's the case, that could have been co-op if it was more than one person. That's the thing.
well, the first guy I called was an older guy, and he said, "I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't own any homes in that area. I do own homes. I am a Garber brother, but there are other Garber brothers."
Oh
So I
wow.
called another number. Dude was younger. He said, "Yes, I own homes, but I only own homes locally." I called another number. Nobody answered. I was like, "I'm not playing phone tag all day." Like there was like 10 numbers maybe.
Hmm.
I'm not doing that.
What are you doing in my stream again, Restream? What the hell is the matter with you tonight? Yeah, it is Restream doing it. Keep shutting off the chat. Now it's
Yeah.
this thing is going nuts.
The vast field of no fucks given.
Oh Jesus. I don't know. You went through a lot of shit with that house, huh?
Again, it could be worse. I mean, it's just
Anything else wrong with it now? Everything else fine?
um well, I think there's some critters in the attic,
Oh jeez.
and I know there's some critters up in the attic. And the refrigerator's leaking. I have a towel down on the floor, which again, little shit. And then what's the last thing? The cabinets, and then I've only seen maybe 10, but I think there's cockroaches living under the dishwasher because they didn't seal it.
Oh my gosh.
So I have to spray peppermint oil because they don't like peppermint. So I just spray it along the bottoms of the countertops and along the tops. And it's just peppermint oil and water. So it's not harmful to pets, but it deters them. Um,
Jesus.
we were gonna have a pest guy come out. They were gonna be on it. The guy told us that there's no way nobody's lived in the house, but it literally says that cockroaches can live on paint chips
Wow.
and paper pieces and like hair. I mean, like when they say cockroaches could survive a nuclear war, yeah. But I haven't seen anything since I've been spraying the peppermint oil. So, but like I said, it could be so much worse. It's just frustrating as hell because I left a house that was in shambles, moved into a house that looked nice, and there's no direct contact.
So now you have to get an exterminator for the attic, right?
No. They would pay for that.
What the hell, man? I'm telling you.
Cousin Eddie in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation shitters full. Dude, Jonathan, honestly, that's what it felt like. It was horrible. And then the smell after it just like boiled over. It was like, I'm like, this is foul. This is foul.
Jeez.
But other than the poop coming out, the other worst thing, which I threatened again, was when I came home and there was no water. And I pay them extra every month on my rent. I'm in charge of the electric and the gas, and they pay for the water, trash, sewage, but I pay them extra in my rent. So it's included, but it's not, if that makes sense. So when I called and I hadn't even been there a month and they said my bill was $325 and I can't do anything about it because the bill's not in my name, I lost my shit on that. I was like, this is ridiculous. I know you're just the middleman, but I need a call back and this needs to be handled. I better come home from work today and there better be water. And there was water, so. And I'm not one of those too happy people either. Like, I don't want money just because I can. Everybody's like, you need to sue them, sue them, sue them. I'm not doing that.
I think they're their own worst enemies myself. I think they're
Again, karma.
I know, what the hell? You leave a house that was haunted, right? And it was weird. And then you come into a house with another problem.
Dude, Wayne, when I left that house, he brought home a spoon, like a plastic spoon and 2 beaters. And the beaters were from a mixer from like 1970. It was like a green, off green, like pea green beater with like flowers on it. And I was like, I swear to God, this entity better not attach itself to some of this shit because I'm done with it. Like, I'm done with it. Nate saw it. I had to deal with it like 3 times and the banging in the walls. And then he told me that he was in the shower one time and he felt a burn sensation and he actually got claw marks on his back.
Really? On that in this house here?
No, the old house.
Jeez.
Good night, Jonathan. Tosh, I don't know if you're going to bed, but if you are, good night too.
Jeez, that's terrible, huh?
Well, I'm not super religious. And I'm not super, like, what do you call that? Supernatural. But I know it happens. Like, and people, like, they laugh at you and they're like, there's an explanation for that. I'm telling you now, there isn't a freaking explanation for it. You know, I always said, I never want to see an alien if there's extraterrestrial life. And I never want to encounter a spirit. But since I've moved, I haven't had, like, even Nate said, he's like, you haven't really had anxiety. You haven't had to have your gun.
Get out of the nut house.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes my heart rate's up a little bit and I catch myself worrying about it and it goes back down, but way better of a situation. Other than the one night, which I heard in the attic, it was like.
Seriously?
Yeah. And I woke Nate up and I was like, babe, there's something banging in the house. And he's like, it's fine, don't worry. He was half asleep. So he's like, it's fine, don't worry about it.
What,
and then.
Like that it did?
Huh?
Well, like that it did? It did that?
It was, yeah, a loud bang. It was like.
What the hell?
I think there's an animal up there because at nighttime I'll hear this. Like scratching, like.
But you know, an animal won't do this.
I don't know why I heard that. Unless they were trying to escape. If it were a raccoon, you know?
Yeah, but an animal don't make that kind of sound though.
I have no idea, Wayne. It freaked me out, and the next day I was shaking in my boots. Haven't heard it since, but I have heard scurrying up there. So if it were like a raccoon trying to like lunge, I don't know. It literally sounded like a fast-paced.
Huh.
It was crazy.
It sounds crazy. Oh my God, that's terrible.
I'm telling you, if I had a video camera following me around, I can't make this crap up. I always say it. I can't make this crap up.
How could you?
No, it's crazy. Well, people make up stories all the time. Like there's some.
Well, I know YouTubers that are full of shit, and I ain't gonna tell you his name, but
Exactly.
and he gets all these. He goes to this house and he turns around. He leaves the scene. And he's friends with him, and he starts setting up fake sounds. I like to knock him in his head, that little bastard. I don't watch him anymore. He's a fake.
Oh
But
yeah.
when you have something really happen, you can't explain. You can't actually make that up when you hear that banging, and that's like, what the hell was that? I said.
Yep. Okay. I have another question. I'm not going to air out my boyfriend's business, but his mom is going to get disability. Okay. I'm not going to give an amount, but she's going
I
to
ask
get.
you a question.
Yeah.
Is this a personal question?
No, because I'm not going to go into details. All I'm going to say is she is very well educated, has a good job. She works full time, if not overtime. She works out. She goes on vacations. She does photo shoots. She tans.
Okay.
She's living a lavish life. She's doing her thing. Some way, some shit. And this is what makes me mad because I had to watch my grandpa go through it and I'm watching my grandma go through it. She's now getting disability. They approved her every month. So she's going to get cut a big check for all the years that she wasn't working for. She's military. They're going to cut her a check. And in most disability cases, you can only work so many hours.
Mhm.
Well, because she's military, she can continue to work full-time hours and collect this disability.
Huh.
There's nothing wrong with her. She works out. She tans.
Why is she getting disability then?
This is her reasoning. Headaches. Her leg hurts from varicose veins. And she has depression.
Oh, really?
My grandpa worked 3 jobs, climbed up telephone poles back in the day in blizzards to fix power outages. He had to go in and have surgery on his back and his neck. He got put in a neck brace and he had to sleep sitting up. He was not allowed to lay down while he was recovering. 3 times he got denied disability. And the only reason why he wanted disability was because he needed an income. Once he was healed, he wanted to go back to work. Doctor wouldn't release him, but they wouldn't give him disability. He finally got approved for disability. Okay, good. You tried, you wanted to go back to work, whatever. My grandma, she went into the hospital. They put her in a medically induced coma. They had to go in and do a tracheotomy. They literally crushed her windpipe, like her source of breathing. She tried to sue, and they said too much time had passed. She couldn't sue. She couldn't sue because she was in hospice and was supposed to die, but pulled through. Why are you? It ruins it for people. Why are you fully capable of driving hours away, going on vacations, tanning, doing photo shoots, and working out at the gym if you're so debilitated with headaches and leg pain? Why are you getting so much? Is that not wrong? Because that's taxpayers' dollars.
Yeah.
And you're ruining it for people who actually need it. People who can hardly walk. People who have had surgeries that want to go back to work, but they're denied work by their doctor. Like people literally begging to go back to work, even though they're in pain. People who have had scoliosis and rods fused to their back wrong. Like the surgery went wrong and they're in pain every day, but they have to go to work. Am I wrong for that? Like that rubs me the wrong way. I mean, she's making.
Well, you're right in what you're saying, but about what you're saying that you are upset about it because you're a sensitive individual over that subject, But what can you do? Nothing you can do about
There's
it.
nothing. No, but it just, so Nate was like, well, why don't you talk to my mom about it? I was like, because if I talk to your mom about it and I tell her ass straight, she's never going to want to see me again. I will not be allowed in that woman's presence, because to me, that is so not right and so unfair. There are people who have lost limbs that can't
Yeah.
get disability, and they're stronger having lost limbs than when they had their limbs.
Right.
You know, I'm sorry, my sister gets migraines every day.
Yeah.
She goes to work 60 hours a week. If you can hold down 3 jobs, a full-time job and 2 part, and you can go on vacation and you can tan and you can go model off dresses and stuff, I don't think you should be qualified to suck off the system.
That's the system, boy. It's screwed up. So
And the people that need it can't freaking get it.
yeah, I know.
I'm not trying to get political, but that's really been bothering me too. And I know Nate, he's at work, which he wouldn't care if I talked to you about it, but that's his mom, so he's not going to say anything bad. He agrees with me.
He don't want to get into it with his mother either. So this, he wants to
Well,
stay.
sure, neither do I.
That's why I don't say anything. I'll keep my mouth shut.
Oh no, see, I can't. Like, I'm gonna tell. I told you, I have a different way of thinking. I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell. I'm not gonna tell her. I know if I
No.
told her, she would
No, I'm
not.
not saying that. It's good to talk it out, but
Oh yeah.
it's crazy.
I don't know.
world.
I can't. Like, I can't back down. I know when there's a time and a place, so I'm not always gonna say it. Not that I'm afraid of that person and telling them straight up, but I know if I tell them straight up, they're not gonna like me anymore.
That's why I don't say nothing, Chief.
Oh, and that's why I haven't. He's like, why don't you talk to her about it? I'm like, I'm not. You got me messed up. If I do that, she ain't gonna ever talk to me again. Right or wrong, and it's friggin', it's so wrong, and that's what pisses me off, because all the crap that I have to deal with at my job, and as much as I bust my butt, and I don't want a handout. I'm not saying I want a handout,
No.
but I go to work every damn day.
I
And
know.
I do it the honest friggin' way. And then you got these a-holes that are like, my leg hurts. I have headaches. Well, then how the hell, until you got approved, how the hell were you going to work full time every day and having multiple jobs? Not just one. You were working a full-time job on top of 2 part-time jobs.
There's some people that have some power.
Well, I think that's the government part, because she was military, she got what she wanted.
That's why.
Yep. And then you got veterans that literally have exploded and they're on the streets begging, because a friggin' bomb went off and they lost their minds and couldn't get the support that they are supposed to get for serving this country. So they're out panhandling because they did them wrong, because they weren't of no value to them anymore.
Jeez.
It's disgusting. I've had people tell me all the time, don't ask that question. No, I'll tell a friggin' sniper straight up. I'll ask him. I'll literally go up to him, be like, yo, so, and then they'll tell me half the time, you're right. I wish I would have never done it. You're right. I wish I would have done it different.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna cower. I don't cower to cops. You come at me, you got an attitude, I'm gonna give you the same attitude. I don't. One time I was walking down the road. I was going to the gas station to get cigarettes. I wanted to take a walk. It was a nice night. Didn't want to drive up there. Gas station was right down the road from my apartment. I was probably, I don't know, 23, 24. Cop stops us. You guys got IDs? No. I can give you my social. You can go ahead and run me. There's nothing on me. Well, okay, what are you doing? I'm going to the gas station to get a pack of cigarettes. This is when I smoked. All right. Runs my stuff, comes back clean. Just a total cocky prick. Gave him the same energy back. So when all was said and done, he cleared us. I said, dude, I live right here. I'm legal. And then he told me, he goes, all right, just next time don't walk in the street. I said, sir, I was walking in the gravel. Maybe if you don't want me walking in the gravel, I wasn't in the street, you should get some sidewalks in this city. Like, don't we're not playing these games. Just because you got a badge doesn't mean you scare me.
That's right.
I'm sorry, but like,
I don't like cops anyway.
not all cops are. I've ran into some really cool cops. Like my friend and I got into an accident. She spun out on black ice. She had I was in high school. She had a falling out with her dad. She didn't know she didn't have insurance because he kicked her out.
Oh,
And he was like, I'm not gonna push the insurance issue. He's like, you ladies have been through enough. There was 3 cars on the highway that also hit the same patch of black ice. And he's like, we'll take you to the police station. You guys can get a ride. Super nice guy. Like,
yeah, but
I'm
the
glad
cops today, I'm talking about the assholes. They're bad.
most of them, but I can't, I've
In my
ran it.
city, it is.
I
My
don't,
city, oh, forget it.
yeah, but you might run into a cool one. You know what I'm saying? They're not, most of them are, I'll give you that. And I've encountered most of those. Okay, one time me and Maddie's dad split up, and he locked me out of the house for the night. So I took the dog,
Hmm.
and it was the middle of winter. Well, I put my dog in the car. I was under the impression that where I was going, I was allowed to bring him inside because they told me I could bring him in. Okay. I get there and they're like, "No, sorry, we can't. Like, I don't know if my dog's going to get along with your dog." I was like, "Okay." So I go inside to get warm because he locked me out of the house. I called the police and they're like, "Your name's not on the lease. It doesn't matter that you've lived there over a year. If you don't have some form of mail to prove that you live here, then we can't let you go in the house, ma'am." And I was like, "But all my stuff's in there." And I was like, "Well, what if you leave and I open the window?" And they're like, "I don't recommend you do that. The only thing we can tell you is since you're legally not on the lease and you can't prove it by mail that you live here, you can call us and we can come back to make sure you get your belongings." Okay. So I already had my dog. So I drive down the road. And again, it's freaking cold. So he's in the car and somebody called on me for endangerment of an animal. And the guy walks up and he's like, knock, knock, knock. My buddy that owns the house is like, "Hi, how can I help you?" He's like, "Who owns this dog?" They go and they get me. And I was like, "Hi, sir. What's the problem? Why do you have a dog in this car?" "I'm homeless." "Why is your dog outside in the middle of winter?" "Sir, would you like me to let him go so he can get hit by a car and starve and freeze?" I said, "I've been coming out here and I've been turning the heat on. We're both living in this car right now. Why isn't the dog in the house?" "Because when I got here, they told me I couldn't bring the dog in." Well, so then his buddy stepped in and he was nice. And he was like, "You need to calm down," to the officer, which he ended up losing his job shortly after. And he's like, "I put him in his place." So he shut his effing mouth. I was like, endangerment would be me letting him go off this leash with no food, no water, and no shelter, and plenty of busy roads to get hit by. "Do you really think I'm endangering my dog, sir?" Shuts his mouth. Guy comes up to me. "I'm really sorry, ma'am. Don't mind him. Can you ask your friends if you and the dog can come inside?" "Sure, let me go check." "Hey, can they want me to bring the dog in? If you can't, if I'll leave. Like, I'll figure it out and I'll leave." "Yeah, yeah, you can come inside." You're not gonna flash your badge and be like, "Oh,
I
blah blah
know.
blah." No, I'm gonna tell you straight up, dude.
Huh.
It's the golden rule. It's the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, yep.
And if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
So how's the house now? Everything all right?
Yeah, except my cabinet.
Dave's on here again. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave. Let me show you the puppy fluffus. Hold on. He's so cute. Him so cute.
That's cute dog.
Him so cute.
Huh?
Yes, him is. Oh, you're gonna make me drop my phone. Him so sweet.
Boy, huh?
He's the goodest boy.
How's the other dog doing with that one? How's it getting along? Good.
He's kind of an ass. She's got a bone in her bed right now. She's black, so you can't see her.
I
But
see.
she likes to like they get in a scuffle in the morning.
Oh,
Every freaking morning. And then his butt, yeah, you little butt. His butt twice. So I was off yesterday. So yesterday I came to go sit on the couch and have coffee, and I went to go grab the blanket and it was wet. The little MFer peed on it. So last night me and Nate were sitting on the couch and we were watching a movie based on a true story. It's called Awakening with Robin Williams.
yeah.
And his little butt peed. It was Nate on the one end, Finn in the middle, and me on the other end. He literally peed on the blanket in between us. Nate had to pick him up and take him outside.
Oh my God.
Well, he's not fixed yet, so he's marking his territory.
Oh, geez. That's crazy.
Other than that, he's a really good dog. I mean, he has to be exercised a lot. So when Nate gets home, we're gonna take him on a walk.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh. And this mofo, he played Houdini. I knew it. I had a gut feeling it was gonna happen. Tell me how. I came home, I opened the door and I can hear his paws. He busted out of jail. He busted this cage open.
Who did?
The dog.
What, the husky?
Yeah.
Really?
His little 40-pound butt busted out of here. Busted out. So now Nate has to go to the store after work and go get a heavy-duty cage because he decides that he likes to play Houdini.
Jeez.
But I'm just glad that he didn't chew anything up because they can. So remember how I had a lab and she had diabetes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when she was a puppy, she would chew couches, she would chew chairs, she would chew shoes. She was a pup. And they have this weird separation anxiety, like, oh, you leave me. So his butt is all oh my gosh, nobody's home and I'm in jail. Once we're home, cool as a cucumber.
Yeah.
But yeah, we walk him every day, and Kira likes it too a lot because she's getting out more now.
Mm.
But yeah, he's adjusting really good. Kira actually is the one who's not adjusting as well. So
She's jealous, right?
jealous and territorial.
Hmm.
Again, it's over freaking bones and toys. And they said,
Yeah.
which I get it, but I'm trying to get them to get used to one another because she was around other dogs. He wants to play and he's a pup. She's only 3. She's 3 or she's 4. So she's still really young too. But because she doesn't know him, she doesn't want to play with him yet. And she guards everything, including me. She'll jump up on the couch when he gets down and she'll just plop on top of me. Like, this is my person, you know? And I don't blame her. I'm really proud of her because going from a dog that doesn't like people, like when I take her on a ride in the car, if
Yeah.
you look in my direction and she spots another human being, she's like leaping at the window. I have to keep the windows open or she will try to charge you. So she's doing very good. She's doing really good. She's just doing her job. You know, she's a guard dog.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
So that's why cops use them. I mean, they really, truly, they will defend you till the death.
My dog was tough. You know, my dog would let no one in the house. And when I had that dog, it got sick because that spirit did him. It
the
did
pancreas
him.
cancer.
Yeah, he would not let no one in that house. He would protect us. And suddenly he started running away from the house. I knew something was wrong.
He was sick and he didn't want to probably die in front of you guys.
No, he wasn't that. He was afraid to come in because it scared him. This dog was not scared of anybody, actually. Something was keeping him away from the house. He was scared to come home.
Oh, the spirit.
And that's why. And I didn't understand. And then suddenly he got pancreas cancer. He was nothing unhealthy. He was healthy. All of a sudden he got sick, and I didn't know why. I couldn't get it, but then I found out that spirit was like a mist. You couldn't see him. And so I had protectors to take care of it, but they took them out and it got rid of them. Then they killed the neighbor's wife next door across the street.
Yeah,
Afterwards.
that's insane. That's what I'm saying. When people think you're BSing them, until you actually experience it, there are spirits that have not crossed over. They have not, and they will not. Maybe one day, but there are spirits that linger, and some of them are
It
okay.
was a picture. It was a witch that put a spell on it. It was a religious picture of Jesus on the mount. And I
I'm
didn't know it was in there. And I didn't know anything about it. Later on, we found out that was making everybody angry with each other in the house, and something was going on. And I didn't know what the hell was going on. And I was told after he took care of the situation to throw that out. I threw it out and tipped the rubbish truck over. That's how powerful it was. It was trying to tip the truck over when he was trying to get out of the truck. You know,
right.
it was weird. But now the house is quiet now. There's no more problems in here now. I told my sister that bought the picture, don't buy anything at flea markets. You don't know what you're bringing into someone's house.
That's what I love in antiquing, and that's what I always worry about, because you would hope you would hope that the owner, which I get it, they want it off their hands, but you would hope that the person in possession would do the right thing and say, hey, no, like, it's bad, but people don't care. And that's what my sister was like. She's like, how do you know it's the mom that's doing this? How do you know it's not one of like your pictures that you thrifted? And I was like, because Tony, I have had these pictures in my, and none of this crap happened. She literally committed suicide in this house. This is her house. She died here. This is her spirit lingering. It's not an attachment, thank God. And I, again, like you said, they attach to things. People put hexes and curses and spells and voodoo and whatever. It wasn't anything that I purchased from thrifting or antiquing.
No,
It was from her soul,
right.
because she did not want me in that house. She didn't
Now
want me.
you're out of there. I don't have to worry about it anymore now.
No, because, well, unless she starts messing with the sister, his sister is going to move in, the one with ovarian cancer and who had the hysterectomy, which is why I was trying to be nice and mindful and get out before the lease was over.
Well, I don't think he's gonna have her anymore. I took care of her anyway. I don't think she's gonna reappear in that place.
But what's scary about that is sometimes you can diminish the spirit. Like, I've been watching documentaries on YouTube with like old, excuse me, there was like an old house in New York, and there was a child from the house, and he was playing in the woods with one of his friends, and they saw a little boy out in the woods, and he was saying something, yelling or something. So they walked up, they were doing something on like a hill or something, and they came down and they saw this little boy. And then they called in somebody to do an exorcism, and the house was good for like 3 months,
Mm-hmm.
and then it came back, and it was violent when they diminished it. So they thought the house was shaking, and people think it's a load of baloney, and it's not.
No, it isn't.
Well, so the guy came back again. It was quiet for another 3 or 6 months, whatever it was. And then he called upon somebody else, and I don't know if they ended up eventually moving, but they couldn't afford it because they just bought the house. So sometimes you think you relinquish and you diminish the spirit, and all is quiet. There was another one that I was watching, and this little boy was in his room, and like toys were falling off the shelf and getting thrown against the wall. And, the mom was like drawn to the house. So they remodeled it, and they spent all this money, and none of the workers wanted to do the work. So they ended up taking the time to do it themselves. And out of the 3 kids, there was a boy, a girl, and another girl. One of the daughters was like, Mommy, I don't want to live here. Something seems wrong. But then the mom like couldn't help herself. And then the dad went insane. He would play the organ every night for hours and hours and hours. And the kids were trying to sleep. The wife was trying to sleep, you know, and people look at you like, oh, you're crazy.
Well,
No.
this house here where I'm living is fine,
Well, that's good.
because the one that he
Yeah.
did, he put a seal to keep the spirits out so they won't come back in. I got good protectors, so I don't have to worry about that part. But that picture was on that wall for a while, and he yelled at him, "Get rid of it, get rid of it." I didn't understand what the hell was going on, but then I found out. So it left, but it killed the neighbor's wife across the street, and I couldn't prevent that from happening because nothing I could have done. But you know, it's just one of those things that happen. A freaky thing, but
It just drives me crazy when people look at you like you're crazy because of it.
Hmm.
It's like if you only knew. And I don't know if you know what this is, Wayne, because I know you're spiritual, but I've seen these orbs in the sky.
mm,
Like
that's like they call that industrial one, like aliens.
yeah, but my one friend told me it could be a fallen angel. It's an orb that looks like a fireball. It's like an
Oh,
ember. And the first time I saw it, I had a house in North Ridgeville
hmm.
with my boyfriend at the time, and it was like it was like going like up, down, zigzagging all around. And it went down by the water. It came up towards the house, and I hurried up and I grabbed Ellie, which was my lab. She was a puppy. I mean, she was like, I don't know, the size, the length of a loaf of bread,
Oh, okay.
a little bit bigger than the width of a loaf of bread.
Mm-hmm.
So I had her on a leash, like a cable outside in the
Uh-huh.
yard. And it freaked me out because it was like almost midnight, and she's a puppy. I don't want her to have an accident. I'm trying to teach her, and I see this amber like orb, and it got close to the house. So I hurried up and I grabbed her because it was getting closer, and I looked away and I locked the door. I grabbed her. Well, then the second time I saw it, I was in my apartment. And again, this was in my early 20s, like 23, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And this was nighttime, so like 11 something. So the
Mm.
second time it was broad daylight,
Huh.
and this is one again when I smoke cigarettes. I had my window open and the screen was up, and I was smoking in my room, in the second window straight ahead. And I was looking through the trees, and this fireball, like this
Hmm.
amber like orb,
Hmm.
was closing in on me. So I grabbed the dogs and I locked him in the bathroom with me,
Ah.
and I prayed. And when I came out, it went away.
Oh,
And
maybe it's a reason you're seeing it. Maybe it's a reason. I don't know
my
what to tell you.
my friend thinks it's like a guardian, like a fallen angel, but it's gotten close to home twice, and it scared me, and I
You
don't
see it
want to.
anymore?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
But I don't like to look out my windows. I mean, I do, but like more so at night I don't like to. Usually I'm busy and I'm occupied. Like, yeah, I'll look out my window at birds and stuff,
Hmm.
or I'll go out in the yard and I'll do cleaning. But
You didn't
but
see
then
it anymore, so maybe it's just when you were young, you seen it went away. I don't know.
well, there was a third time I called my friend and she came and picked me up because my boyfriend at the time wasn't home. And I said I wasn't sure, but I'm pretty sure I'm seeing the same orb.
Hmm.
And so she picked me up and she took me to her apartment, which was like, I don't know, like 5 or so minutes away. And she just told me if it hasn't harmed you yet, it's probably not a bad thing. And there are things called fallen angels. So it might just be a guardian angel. And I said, that's fine. But when you see something like that coming close to you and it looks like a ball of fire, it's kind of scary. And like you said, I assumed it was like extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
And I don't want to deal with that. Like, don't take me. I won't film you.
Hmm.
I respect you. Like, and I've said it the 2 times I've seen it. Like, I want nothing to do with you. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna, I'm not gonna film you. Like, just leave me alone.
Hmm. But you haven't seen it in a while, so maybe it ain't bothering you anymore.
Well, yeah, and I haven't been looking for it. I mean, both times I saw it, I wasn't looking for it, but it's just
Mhm.
it leaves an impression. It's scary.
Hmm.
And obviously it wasn't bad because if it wanted to, I mean, the second time the way that orb was going that quickly through those trees and it almost reached my window, it easily could have gone through my window that was open through the screen and snatched me up if it really wanted me.
Huh.
But it's
Maybe,
creepy.
maybe it isn't that what you think it is. Maybe it isn't that at all. How you know it ain't a relative that's keeping an eye on you or something? How do you know they ain't
That's what my friend said. That's what my
something
friend said.
in your past? You know,
Yeah. And my great grandparents, grandparents were the sweetest people, very religious. My great grandpa was a hunter. My great grandma, we always got together. She played the organ, like,
right?
and my aunt claims that she always finds pennies
Huh.
around the house. And they say they'll leave little things like that to let you know they're there and they're watching.
Right, right. Hmm.
It's just crazy because if people don't experience it, they're never gonna know.
Of course, not many people do. You know.
But I don't I don't want to know.
Hmm.
You know, I don't disrespect it, but I don't, like you have the strength to conquer good or bad, and to me it's like just leave me alone, period.
I have people with me all the time. I sleep. They're in my room.
Like that. I don't like that. I don't, unless I know it's you and I can see your face, and even then it would creep me out. Like I don't want to be a part of that afterlife. Like I just wish you would pass on peacefully. Even though you're here peacefully looking after me, I don't want you to. Like,
Hmm.
I'm remembering you with the good times I had with you when you were here. I don't want to associate with you, even though you're still here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
some people aren't cut out for that. And hats off to you for that, Wayne, because that is not my cup of tea.
Like when I was sick one time, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the true story. I felt my mother in the room with me,
Mm-hmm.
not around no more. But I have that. I have protectors that watch me and keep me safe when I'm sleeping. But the whole thing is that when you have these abilities, you get one more than one protector watching you, and
And I believe that, but that creeps me
you're not
out.
you're not by yourself. And unfortunately, a lot of times I was protective from certain people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They would tell me, don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. Boy, they did. They took care of it. Fortunately,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that. I don't want to know about that.
maybe someone's watching over you, keep you safe. You don't know that too. You
Well,
could
and
have.
that's what my friend said, and probably because I didn't live the best life. But in my opinion, when you're on and past, as flattering as that is, and as appreciative as I am of that, I still, I just, I
Feel
don't want
comfortable, right?
it. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I guess you would call that not for the faint. And
Right,
like,
right. You don't feel comfortable having that going on. I
no,
know.
no, not at all.
See,
No.
I grew up in that environment, so it doesn't bother me, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why I don't have no fear in me at all about spirits. The spirits are afraid of me. I got a different abilities than other people have. It's just that I don't use it all the time. I see. I have the Lord gave me this ability, but He said I can use it when I need to use it. You don't have to use it all the time. Use it when you need to use it. It's like I don't
Sure,
have I
that's
don't
fair.
have to use it. Just use it when I need to.
Right.
But I have I think that was really freaky. And one day it freaked me out. I was washing my screens out one time. I told you about that girl appeared in my bathroom there. I was washing the screens out. She's saying, "Daddy, Daddy." I said, "Who the hell was that?" I looked over. It was a girl standing up, like 11-year-old girl with homemade. She was wearing dresses that were homemade, Ashley, homemade. And she was I swear she was dated back to the 1800s. And she had these funny looking shoes on. You know those funny shoes they used to wear in the 1800s?
Yeah, with like the boot type things with the little
Funny
metal
looking
pieces.
shoes. And she had a flannel dress on like it was homemade. Blonde hair, kind of tall, hazel eyes.
Yeah.
Who's this guy? Grub Mud. Who's that? Who the heck is that? See who this is.
I don't know. Say hi, and then see if he trolls you. Hi, Grub Mud.
I was looking at his channel. Oh, he has a channel. Okay, he has content. Hey, Grubma, what's going on, dude? That's what I do him. I like meeting new people. Welcome to the stream, bud. Let me take a picture of his channel too.
We're just we're talking about spiritual encounters, and I'm not one for being religious, but unfortunately I've encountered some things that weren't so nice. Not necessarily violent, but not necessarily nice. And it's a little bit scary.
Yeah, just life
So-
in town is that's all. It's
Wayne's putting some things into perspective for me.
yeah, that's all I'm doing right now. But it's just funny that the way the society is going today too. You don't know
Oh
What-
yeah.
what to expect one way or one day the next.
Oh yeah, it's all crazy.
Well, let me show you this guy now. Grub Mother. So what kind of channel do you have? Are you a contractor like Joe is? That guy, the tree guy. His
New
name,
image.
yeah. I wonder if he's a contractor too. This guy. I'll see what he look. Let me go back to his channel again for a minute. See what he does here. Kind of content. He has a lot of content. It looks like a very good channel. He's a big channel. Yeah, he does work on the outside work. This is fun. This is going to be fun to watch. Yeah, he does outside work, housework, cement.
That's right.
That's kind of awesome.
Nice.
I like
Cool.
that kind of channel. That's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the channel there. I don't know your first name, but welcome to the channel, Grub Mud. Nice to see you here. You're always welcome. I'll watch some of your stuff later. Comment on your videos. Yeah, so it's just I don't know what I was talking about. I lost track, but
11-year-old with a funny
oh yeah, that girl, and she says she called me your father, right? And I'm saying, what the hell was that? I said, what do you? I'm not your dad. And I look back, and she was there grinning at me. And father must have did what I was doing now. I mean, that's all I can see. He was doing that when he was probably way back. I don't know. It freaked me out. I still see her in my head to this day what she looked like.
Yep. You don't ever forget.
I said, what the hell? Homemade clothes she was wearing, like they used to make their own clothes. She had funny shoes on. Now my ear's acting up. Come on, knock that off. Oh, I hate that. My ear's starting to act. That means something's coming through or something. You mind not now? Jesus, leave me alone. Go away.
It's ringing.
Oh, I hate that when that happened. Now it went away.
Is it your ears ringing?
No, something. It has. Sometimes I have these psychic moments. You know what I mean? They come through.
Yep.
And I told them to get out of here. It stopped. I don't like being bothered when I'm on a live stream. Then I have to explain myself. What am I doing? What are you doing? You know what I mean? I don't want people thinking I'm nuts. But that was a long time. That was like somewhere in 2024. It happened. That was in the middle of summer. That happened. But that was weird though. I never had that done before, and it was kind of
Creepy.
kind of weird.
That would creep me out, but you're the right type of person where that doesn't
No.
affect you. You know what I'm saying?
But I couldn't understand what it was about though.
Sure. And that's I get that. You're like, what the heck? What the heck is going on?
I had someone affect my mood one time.
Mood or
My
mood?
mood. It made me very angry for some reason. And I ripped my screen all the hell. And I couldn't understand what the hell that. But that was. It made me get mad, and I ripped the screens right out of one of my T-shirt screens.
Oh no. Oh yeah.
I couldn't understand why I was doing that, and then I realized that something was. It was always going to do a guy's shirts on YouTube. You know that I don't know what that guy's name is now. He's a Christian guy. I can't remember the guy's name, but something made me. Something didn't like the idea I was doing that. He kept messing with my screens or something. I don't know. He was doing something. And
Right.
yeah, he was messing around with my logos, trying to mess them up. And then it came to me, it was an ex-meteorologist didn't like me doing it. There was something weird about it. It was kind of freaky. I even told him about it. It was kind of weird. Like every time I did something, you'd do the opposite to the logo. It's weird.
Right. Yeah, that's
I'm
crazy.
saying, what the hell? It's weird shit.
Not
Then the guy ripped
so-
them off though. He ripped them off, and they had to get rid of the program. What an awful thing to happen.
Oh,
The
that
guy's
sucks.
friend stole money from him, and they couldn't get the thing going. So that sunk. It was not something was going on. Something was wrong with the whole thing. That's why that was happening. Something was telling me something.
Right.
It like that's what I think was going on. Something was telling me something that wasn't gonna come about and be a project that I was supposed to do, but I ain't going to do it. That's what I'm taking it. That's what the problem
Right.
probably was. And things do happen to let you know. They try to tell you, but sometimes you don't listen.
Yep.
So they make something happen to get you pissed off. Listen to them.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't work out though. I'm glad in the way it didn't though, because there was too much work involved with that logo. And I mean, I made the logos up though, really a lot of work. It was too much. Too much work. I still have some of the logos laying around, but it was too much work. Too much design, too much this, too much that. What's up, Nightbot? He said, "What's up, Nightbot?" Are you still here, man? Grub Mud. I don't know if he's still here or not. I never got to know this. I know that he's a contractor. He does a lot of work on houses.
That's cool.
I like people coming in and joining my channel. I like seeing new people.
Sure.
But
broaden your horizons.
Just a funny society. Things happen in the funniest ways too. Like suddenly things happen you don't understand too. I haven't had anything happen to me lately though. Nothing's going on in my house. My house is too quiet. Nothing going on. It's boring around here. So nothing's happening over here though. Just oh yeah. Did you know the other day that my computer went down? I don't know if you were on here. It was a live stream I was doing, right? Someone was messing with my computer, right?
Uh-huh.
And I didn't know what was going on. And all of a sudden I was on the stream with Cajun and someone knocked my whole computer out, knocked the whole stream down. It was weird.
Wow.
The whole thing went right down. I didn't know what was going on, right?
Yeah.
But after I thought about it, I said it must be something to do with the spirits because how the computer was acting. It was kind of weird.
Wow.
I couldn't even understand what the hell was going on. Why is the stream acting?
Right. Right. Why is it doing this?
And it went right down. And I was kicked off. And I couldn't understand what the hell was going on. Why did I get kicked off? Right? I kicked someone.
Wait, you got booted from your own stream?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talk about how the internet gives you shit.
I know.
Wow, that's ballsy. Whoever did that, that's ballsy. I'm sorry, Wayne. I'm not trying to be rude, taking my avatar down, but trying to marinate this meat, and I'm washing.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm listening, but
I know. Don't worry about it.
That's why the camera's off.
That's all right. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I understand.
I showed you how he escaped from the cage.
Oh, jeez. I know. That was weird.
Escaping from the cage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Hold on.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you up. I'll give you the link.
Who's coming up? Dave?
Dave. Yeah.
Hey, Dave!
Come on up, brother. You come up.
Yeah. You saw the Houdini. Okay. Here's my cabinets. There's my beep. And then I'm making some T-bones. So I gotta
That's the
season.
question. What happened to the cabin when it fell?
Okay, you see that?
Oh, is that the back of it? Oh, I see
This-
what that. The
Yeah.
whole
Okay.
broke.
See this? See that? See that crap? How it moves?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
See the freaking staples from a
Yeah.
stupid. This is like particle board. Okay.
Oh,
I know. I know
Okay.
what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. When you have to install cabinets, you have to find the damn studs. So hold up.
oh my God.
There's a stud.
Yeah, you got to find the stud to do it. But don't know stud will fall out. They'll fall out.
Oh my God.
Ashley.
That's crazy. Huh. Some of the dishes did you? Oh, she went off now. I think she knocked us all off.
She knocked herself off. I got dishes up here to bring down.
I gotta put
This
it
is just
back in
one.
there in case you didn't have the link to your bag up here. Here you go, Ashley. Here's the link again. Come on back up. I took it out, so come on back up, Ashley. The link's right there. Yeah, I had some weird things happen to me way in the past. That
Yeah, throwing up my room, walking around in my room one night.
okay, I got your link back in here, so I'll leave it in there for a bit. Be right back in each column. Okay,
That way. That's all walking in my room one night.
really?
Just went to sleep and let walk around. Maybe it's
Oh,
one.
tell them, hey, mention me and tell them to get out. That's all you have to tell them.
One night I did tell him, I'll get my brother up here. If you don't get out, I'm leaving, he says. I'm leaving.
I seen someone on the top of the stairs and you were in sleep. No one was up. I was up. I come out. I heard someone standing on top of the staircase.
Did you go up and talk to him?
I told him you better get out. You better just take off and leave because if you
You
piss,
remember that night in the kitchen when I told you the guy standing there, you took care of him afterwards, remember? He was standing in the kitchen.
he swore the F word at me.
Yeah, and then he's standing in the kitchen, right? I said, I'm going to tell Wayne. He should come forward. He's in the kitchen while I'm cooking.
And then my protector took care of him.
Yeah.
Took him out. He said, you have to leave and grabbed him by the neck. It's crazy.
I like watching Mike afterwards,
I
later
haven't
on.
had no problems with anybody in the house now. I have
Look
no-
at my hand up on my head. Look at my head. So I've been down all the way, so like floating on top of my head.
You know, I fixed that fan. That fan.
Yeah,
above
you
my
told
head. It's all
It's finally fixed it.
it's right there.
Not Tyler Helly anymore, is it?
Oh.
Uh-oh. Now, what's wrong with it now? Was it going around like this again?
No, it's going like hell now. It's very
Okay.
fast. I fixed that. That's not
I
broken.
saw another one online, the same price.
I fixed that sucker. That's fine now.
I got one online. I saw it. I'm going to buy it and see if it falls down and chase me out of my room.
My built's on up here. If I had, I get you get a long ass 2x4 and put it right across my bed if I wanted it. I don't
No,
want
I was saying. I'll probably come off my bed enough if I'm awake and be going like this.
I had to build one. You know what that thing's for? It's one of those old kind of light fixtures on the ceiling.
Oh.
That's why I had to build one because I couldn't use it in my light on my ceiling. I built this because I got in the regular lamp socket.
Oh man!
It's a lot
God,
of
thank you, my dentist. He fixed my bottom teeth. Oh man, he fixed them good. Did good. It won't take too long. Don't. You can go home now.
Mhm.
See you later, David. I don't need no more appointments either. I'm all done.
That's good.
Plus, they tell me I have to come back in for my tooth pulled out.
That's fat fan's fixed. What a job I had to do with that sucker.
Hey, that PayPal.
Yeah.
What that PayPal did got me in to get a card and a credit card. I got rid of it all. I dropped it right out of there.
You know what happened to me? That blade would not stick.
Yeah.
I had to cut it down with a box cutter, sand it down with a box cutter, put the glue, thicken the glue up, slam it together, and it finally stuck. And now it doesn't never come out. Now you little jerk. It's gonna stay up there now. It's not broken anymore. That glue did a job on that sucker. I threw the tube out afterwards. That did very well.
You said I had $10 in my account, right? It had $10 in my account, right? $10 in May 27th. I already got that one. They sent it in my account. I play games. I put some in my account too.
I glue all of my fingers today. I keep killing them all off.
Yeah.
So it's all done and come off. It's crazy, man. I had spirits bothering me last night. Oh, I want to talk to you. 2 in the morning. Don't bother me. I'm trying to sleep.
What? I want a spirit?
You're always trying to talk to me in the middle of the night.
I got 30 minutes. 30 at this month. 30 days.
You always try to talk to me in the middle of the night.
I saw someone walking around. I heard someone walking around and walking on my ball going crunch, crunch when I was in bed. And I turned on the light. I said, get out of here. I'll get my brother Wayne. He took off. I didn't see him run, but he took off. He's on here his foot. He took off. And never came back. I heard all kinds of stuff. Maybe I am. Hey, maybe I am. What you told me. Sensible or something. I don't know.
Tell them to get lost. You don't really bother. You don't have to put up with them.
Told them to get lost. They did take off.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think there's a little kids will come up here.
I won't fall for those little brats.
I don't fall for them. Tell them to get out of here.
They don't bother me no more. The ones that are bothering me, I took put away somewhere.
Well, I know. I just heard someone walk around and said, get out of here. I said, get out of my room. You're not welcome in here. So I'll go out to the light or something. I'll leave. So they left. But I hear them up here anymore now.
I gotta go watch those shows too. I don't want.
I can't wait to watch the FBI one first.
We have to have 2 hours up here. Damn, I didn't know it was that long.
Yeah, I told you. I told you it was more than 1 hour.
Jeez, I didn't know it was that late.
Yeah.
Damn.
You tell. Oh, you say. Oh, I gotta leave after that. I said no. It's 2 hours, man.
Yes, it is. Well, Ashley, we got to get off of here. I'm sorry, but we have to leave. So
Watch our shows, man.
we have to get off of here. So I'll see you. Let's play this now. Let's get off of here. Everybody have a good night. Here comes the national anthem.